Hello, my name is Harsh Vora. I am a GSET alumnus of Electrical Engineering class of 2013. Currently, I am working as a business strategy consultant with Monitor Deloitte. My learning experience at GSET was amazing. I had the wonderful opportunity to learn from very good professors, collaborate with talented peers, coordinate events, and participate in national level competitions. After my BE, I got placed with Larsen & Toubro in their electrical and automation division from campus placements. At L&T, I worked as a switchgear design engineer and assistant manager for nearly 4 years. I worked in India and Malaysia. I got great opportunities to lead projects and teams. During my 4 years tenure at L&T, I worked in R&D, sales, operations, supply chain management, and lean management. I learned a lot and it was a very enriching experience. While working at L&T, I realized that engineers usually choose one of the two inclinations for their long-term career, either technical side or management side. I realized that I had more inclination toward management side, and therefore I decided to go for a formal education in management. After deciding to go for an MBA, I started preparing for the entrance exam very diligently while working. I took multiple attempts at the entrance exam to improve my performance. I took many mock tests to address my weak areas. Finally, I got an admission in IIM Bangalore. To get into a top MBA program, it is advisable to start preparing as early as possible. Focus on the quant part very well. Being engineers and having a very strong math background, your quant should be impeccable. Once you have good mastery over quant, start focusing on the verbal part. Take as many mock tests as possible. Try to target an admission into MBA program after 2 to 3 years of work experience. That situation is usually ideal. MBA can help you gain useful skills in areas where engineers are usually not very adapted, finance and marketing, and moreover operations as well. MBA helps you learn through theory, practical exercises and case studies. And since at top MBA schools, the competition is very intense, students usually spend a lot of time honing and developing their business skills. After an MBA, there are plenty of career options. To name a few: consulting, financial services, investments, marketing at FMCG or retail companies, operations, startups, product management at big tech companies, and so on. I chose consulting because I wanted exposure to multiple industries before deciding an area of interest for a long-term career. MBA after engineering is not unusual or awkward at all. If you look at the class profile of top B schools around the world, you will find that nearly 70% of MBA students come from an engineering background. And it is also a myth that engineering knowledge is not useful after MBA. For example, currently I am working with a lot of clients where I utilize my engineering background and experiences. I work with manufacturing companies, power and utility companies, energy and oil and gas companies, where my electrical engineering background and my experience at one of India's largest manufacturing companies comes very handy. My advice to all of you is read more and read varied subjects beyond your engineering branch, because once you are in industry, there is no such thing as an electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer. All are engineers and all are problem solvers. Be ambitious and set your goals really high, and while you are young, work really hard. Many doors of opportunities will open for you. If you want to know more about my experiences, you can reach out to me on this email ID. All the very best.